Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how we can use group by to perform various kinds of action. So let's go to Jupyter Notebook, and here I am loading Pandas as well as the Titanic dataset in my data frame named DF. So this is the data, how it looks, and let's operate only on the 10 rows so that it would be easy to understand and compare what is going on. So what I'm going to do next is, let's say we want to group this data according to age. So I'm going to take another variable f and we'll say group by age. And then I will go ahead and say give me first 10. So if you will run this, or I can quickly copy it and run it in another cell. Okay, so I grouped the data and you can see that now the data is grouped by age and all the ages are coming here as unique ones, and these are the counts. So how this count is retrieved, so you can see that, let's say if I will take 35, these are the rows for age 35, and if you will compare this row, you can see that PID is 4 and survived is 1. So go to PID, and here it is showing PID is 4 and survived is 1 because we are fetching the first. So if you want to fetch only the one row from each group, then you can just say first and it will get you only the first row which we had just seen. So this is how you can group by using the age. Now say from our group data we want to fetch all the entries where age is 35. So for that, what we can do is we can say f dot, because f is already holding our group data, and we can say from groups get me data for 35. Oops, so I did some mistake here. Group, it's not groups, it's group, get group. So you can see that now these are the two rows which participated while grouping and which are having ages 35. So this is how you can further filter your grouped data. Now let's say you want to apply group by on two columns. So how can you do that? So I will take group by, and here this time let's take another column, survived, and then we'll take SI sibling SP column. And as these are two columns, we need to mark them in a list. And let's go and say f dot first. So now it will group by according to, based on these two columns, survived and SIP. So how it is grouping, first it will fetch all the values for the survived. So for survived we have maximum two values, 0 and 1. So now what will it do next is it will get all the SIB SP values for 0 survived. So for 0 we have this row and we have these many rows. Okay, so let's try to understand this data. So for 0, SIB SP 0, and we got how many rows? Because we are saying only get me the first row from each group. So it will just pick the first row. So I will go ahead and see for this 0 and this 1, what is the combination? For this 0 and this one, we have this combination, right? Now for this survived 0, and we will go for SIB SP1. So survived is 0, but SIB SP1 has to be 1. So this you can see it is coming over here. Now if I will say survived 0 but SIB SP value is 3, so for survived 0 and SIB SP value is 3, which is this row, so it means that person will come in our output. Again same thing would be repeated for 1. So first it will find out which all rows are having survived as 1, and once it found those rows, then it will filter based on the unique values of SIB SP. So let's try that out also. So for 1 we have these 3 rows, and at the end we have another 2 rows, and in all these 5 rows we have unique SP value of 0 and 1, and that's why you can see here only 0 and 1. So this is how you can filter it based on multiple columns. I can also show you one more thing, wherein let's remove all this and say df dot group by, and inside this I will be passing, let's say, survived as my column name. We need to put it in inverted comma, and then we'll say I want to find, let's say, mean, as well as I want to sort my values. So whatever output is coming, I want to sort it based on the age. So what it is saying, first it will group by with survived column, and then it will find the mean of all the numeric values. So we can see that it grouped by survive, which is having only two values, 0 and 1. That's why we are having only two values here. And then it is finding the mean of all the numeric values. So this is the mean, and then it is sorting the output based on the age. So that's why you can see that the least age is coming on top. Similarly, you can also go ahead and say count. You can say give me count, and it will give you the count. So all the, let me show you. So for 0, let's see how many cabins are there. So for 0, there is no count. For this 0, we have one cabin here, E46. So that's why we are seeing for 0 only one cabin. For 1, let's check it out, how many cabins are there. So for 1, this is C85 is 1, then C123, which is the second one, and the last one. Second one, and here last one, there is no cabin. So that's why we are getting only 2 as an output. So this is how you can do, and you can do mean, count, or even you can do sum. So that's the high level idea of how you can use group by with Pandas data frame. Thanks for watching.